Seriously guys, it's been such a busy couple of weeks that I almost forgot about reviewing the Google Home Hub, but you know what? We're fixing that today. Today, I'm going to tell you guys whether you should buy the Google Home Hub or not. Let's get started. What's going on, everyone? Mitesh here with Tech, and today we are talking about the Google Home Hub. And you know what? I'm going to make this review pretty simple because there's nothing functionality-wise that's different between this and any other Google Home with a display, like the Lenovo Smart Display that I reviewed, which I will have links to up here and in the description below. So I'm going to be breaking this review down to just two simple parts, the display and the speaker, because I think that's the only things that differentiate this from any other Google Home with a display. So let's start off by talking about the display. So the display on here is a 6-inch display with a resolution of 1024 by 600, which, you know, that aspect ratio is perfect for displaying photos on here, which I think is, once again, the biggest selling point of a device like this is the fact that you get Google Photos integration and you get probably one of the best digital photo frames in the world because you don't have to upload photos to this thing. You don't have to stick in an SD card with your photos. Instead, you just have your photos back up from your smartphone or your camera to Google Photos and it will just start showing up on here automatically, which is amazing. It is seriously what I think one of the biggest selling points of this kind of device is. But yeah, in terms of displaying photos, this thing does a great job, but it is very small, as I alluded to in my unboxing video where I was amazed by how tiny this device is. It is a very small display, and me personally, I just got used to having a larger display with my Lenovo Smart Display because it has a 10-inch screen, which is great for seeing photos on. Even from like across the room, you can clearly make out what the photo is, whereas on this one, like, you have to be in the same room to really see this thing clearly. So it's a nice display. I really wish it was a little bit bigger than it is though. It also has a feature called Ambient Display where it can change the color based on the color that is inside the room. Now, me personally, I haven't noticed this at all, which I just don't know what I'm supposed to see because I've tried shining like very yellow light on this, very white light on this, and I just haven't really noticed much of a difference between the two. But yeah, I mean, it has this cool feature. I just don't know if it works that well. I don't think it's a real selling point though for this device. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the display. It is a very nice display, if a little small. But yeah, let's move on to the speaker next because that is the other important part of this device is the speaker. And the speaker on here is just okay. It's a little bit louder than the Google Home Mini is that I have all around the house, but it is nowhere near as loud as something like the Lenovo Smart Display, which is a very nice speaker, and it's also front firing, which makes it just feel louder than this one, which is behind the device. And it just doesn't sound quite as clear. So yeah, the speaker on here, it's decent. You can listen to music on it if you're in the same room as it, but you really are not going to use this to like blast music for any like get together or anything like that. Instead, if you're just like in the kitchen and you want to watch a video or something, it's fine for that. But otherwise, I am not particularly overjoyed with the speaker here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the speakers and display. They're both pretty good, but they're not as good as what's already available in the market with something like the Lenovo Smart Display. But the other thing to consider about this device is the fact that it is the cheapest Google Home with a display available at $150. So if you're trying to save some money and still want to get a Google Home with a display, this might be the way to go. Now, for me personally, I think at $150, I'd rather spend a little bit extra to get a larger screen just because I want it. But the real nice thing is this thing is about to go on sale for $100, especially on Black Friday. There's a bunch of stores that have already announced it at $100. And at that price point, it's kind of hard not to recommend it. You're getting an amazing digital photo frame with Google Assistant built in for $100. And the thing is, that's just really hard to find on the market. So yeah, I think at that price point, at $100, I think this is an easy buy. At $150, I think you're gonna have to decide what you can prioritize. Do you want a larger display, better speakers, or are you okay with saving a little bit of money and getting something that's really good, but just not quite as good as it could be? So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.